Hey everybody, we are live. Where's Reebs? There's Reebs. We're looking good on my end. All right. Hey everybody, we're live. Welcome in. We have a fun show for you today. What's that, Reebs?
I wanted this music to be a little more intense.
Then it is, or did it work out?
No, it didn't work out.
It didn't work out.
Don't worry, we'll pump it up.
Oh, okay. You're planning some other musical interludes? You have your tambourine available?
Yeah.
Reebs will be working that tambourine if anybody hits us up on the super chats.
Oh, wow.
We are so excited. We're going to be introducing Tami and Tom of Nutmeg Notebook for the first time on our channel live.
Is it really the first time?
I believe it is.
We went on theirs before.
Yeah, we went on theirs. What was that, last year now? We are making some chopped salad today. We're going to be using this fancy Holland bowl that we have used a couple times, but not with the proper technique. So we need Tami to get in here and show me how to make all of this into a beautiful chopped salad. So that's what she's going to show us today. If you haven't followed Tami and Tom, the link's down below. We'll talk more about them in a second, but first, we do have a live cooking show this weekend. It's going to be a similar format to this because we're doing some cooking today. But what are we doing, Reebs? Tell the people what we're doing.
We're doing batch cooking.
There it is.
And there's a formulator.
There sure is. You know, I know how you love formulators, and so does Reebs. Tell us more.
At this point, there's just going to be a formulator for everything. It's the new word for recipe.
It is this Saturday.
What? You put me on the batch cooking?
Why not? It looks pretty good. Fine. Goodbye, Reebs. It's this Saturday, March 13th. We are doing another batch cooking episode. You know that each month we like to do one that is like really kind of technique and fast and something like, you know, batch cooking. So we've got a new formulator from Reebs that she's going to have available. And it's going to show you just how you can, I guess, sort of organize all of the different things that you might buy for a week of batch prep. This Saturday, the link was on the screen there, wellyourworld.com/cooking show. If you're not signed up already, go there right now and sign up and come right back.
We're actually going to attempt a salad on Saturday, so I hope you learn a lot today.
Oh, you think I'm going to take the techniques that I pick up today and apply them on Saturday as well?
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good. All right. So get your butts signed up. Okay, let's, without further ado, Tami and Tom are here. Show yourselves. This is Tami and Tom. If you don't, I mean, most of you.
Hello, here we are. Let me switch this over here to where everybody can join the party.
Hey.
There we go.
Hi, you guys.
Hi.
We're so excited to be here.
Thanks for being here. It's been too long. I'm glad that we figured out the tech. We're doing like a hybrid tech. There are two control rooms today. Tom is kind of switching some cameras. I'm switching some cameras. It's wild.
They call it a collaboration.
I like that.
I'm feeling very collaborated. I'm not sure how that's supposed to feel, but that's how I feel.
But we need to let everyone know too that Reebs came up with this idea for all of us. And we thought it was a great idea, really a fun thing, because I'm very passionate about my salads. And Tom and I both eat a chopped salad every day. And we've been eating, we didn't start out with it being a chopped salad, but when we went whole food plant-based in 2013, I had read Dr. Joel Fuhrman's book, Eat to Live, and he recommends that you do a salad a day as one of your main dishes. And so we've been doing that since 2013. It's just become a really great, healthy habit. And then, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, we heard about chopped salads actually from Chef AJ. And then I just like went crazy with chopped salads.
Yeah, and my chopped salads are beautiful, and Tami's chopped salads are even more beautiful.
Aww.
Wow. Well, I sure hope that I can pull it off today, because wouldn't that be embarrassing if I was the only one without a beautiful chopped salad?
I don't think you have anything to worry about.
I just kind of wanted a personal lesson on chopped salad, so I thought I'd use this as an excuse to get one.
You joke, but it's kind of true, because
this is a freebie. This is freebie.
Way to scam a free cooking class. Wow.
We've been doing cooking shows long enough to know all the tricks.
That's right. That's right.
Oh,
But we've learned a lot over the years doing
okay.
them.
I have to, there's an important question on the board already. Reeves, you may have seen it. Tiffany is already right over here wondering about her flowers.
But yes, so Tiffany, I have to use the Breville. And normally I set the flowers in front of the Breville. So there was no room, there was no place to put the flowers. So you're going to have to wait till Sunday. And I'll have a beautiful new bouquet.
And I'm not going to be providing flowers for Dylan's show. It's already for me to provide flowers for Tammy's show, okay?
Oh, you're mean.
I've got just a couple of flowers here available that may serve you.
I wore a flower in my hair.
There you go.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
Reeves has a flower in her hair
We
for
are
everyone.
good. Okay.
So we're all
Dylan,
good.
do you have an apron?
I do have the Well Your World apron that we made, but it'll mess up my mic. I need an excuse not to wear it.
Okay, you
I have
don't
to
have to
stay.
wear it.
I have to
wearing
stay in
it,
my
so you don't have
standard
to.
costume, but respect.
Yeah, I saw you
Reeves
got
made me
the, I
feel
saw you got
so
the blue memo, the blue shirt memo.
Yeah, we're got powered by potatoes. We're making
love
it.
some Japanese sweet potato croutons today.
That's right. Well, I usually wear the apron just so I have a place to put my mic because so many of my shirts don't have a place
Oh, yeah.
to attach the mic. So are you ready to get started?
Let's do it.
Okay.
And again, though, before we get going, if you're just joining us, this is Tami of Nutmeg Notebook. The links are down below in the description of the video. And also, where do we have this? Are we going to have this recipe up for everybody after, Reeves? How did we come
Well,
up with
it
that?
was on our newsletter this morning.
It was on our newsletter this morning. If you're on our
So-
newsletter, if you're not, make sure you get there. You can sign up on our website. Anyway, Tami, the floor is yours. Teach me everything about chopped salad.
Okay. So I started making these croutons out of Japanese sweet potatoes quite a long time ago. And then when Dylan came out with the everything bagel, SOS-FREE, I might add, then I got the idea to put this on them and air fry them. And oh my gosh, you guys, it's absolutely amazing. So delicious. So if you haven't tried this, you need to try it. When you order it, get 2 bottles because you're going to absolutely love it. So you're going to use a lot of it. So go ahead and start with getting a couple of them. And so I just take a Japanese sweet potato, but I know Reeves couldn't find Japanese sweet potatoes, so she got the Hana yams, and those should work beautifully as well. And I do leave the skin on mine, but that's optional. That's up to you. I scrub them really good. I buy the organic potatoes, and I actually like the taste of the skin. But if you don't, then go ahead. You can peel it, whatever you want to do, Dylan.
Okay.
And so we have pre-baked these, put them in the refrigerator to chill, and that makes the best croutons or the best fries, in my opinion, when you're going to put them in the air fryer. I've tried doing it from just the raw potato, and I just don't like the result I get. So the first thing I do is I just cut it in half,
All right.
lengthwise.
Looks pretty good. These feel and smell delicious.
Oh, these are just like my favorite potatoes, the Japanese and the Hanas.
All right.
They're
I'm
just
caught
so
up.
amazing. And so
I'm
then
working it.
I just slice them, and I'm going to say they're probably about a quarter
Okay.
of an inch.
All right.
Okay.
So they're a good
Which
size.
that's just about right for me.
Cool. Perfect.
So we just want to do that. I like to get them all cut before I start putting on the seasoning. And these, not only are they delicious in salads, but these make like a great appetizer or a snack. They're just so delicious. You're going to be amazed.
Yeah, I could see eating these not just on my chopped salads.
Your skin
No,
looks
sometimes
come
it's
off
fun
of
just to
those,
have a
though.
plate.
Yeah, my skin is falling right off, so I'm kind of taking a little bit more skin off mine as it happens here.
You know what? I just kind of reattach it when I go to press it into the everything bagel seasoning.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Just because I like the crunch of it because it crisps up in the air fryer.
Okay.
I haven't tried doing this under a broiler, but hey, if you don't have an air fryer, you could try it under a broiler. I would just watch it really closely because the seasoning can burn. And so you just want to watch it.
Okay.
Fran says Dylan is being so rough on his sweet potatoes.
What? It's a potato. It's a cooked potato.
That's so funny. And then I'm just going to take and pour this out on this little plate.
Okay.
And I love that Dylan's Everything Bagel has the sunflower seeds in it. None of the others that I've ever bought have had that.
I try to be different.
Yeah, and I like it. I love the flavor of it. And so then I just coat one side. And so I just press it down and
Okay.
see how nicely, I'm going to just come up to the camera here so you
beautiful.
guys can see. And so see,
right.
I just coat it really nicely. And
Both
then
sides or just the one side?
I just do the one side.
Okay. There's mine. Looks pretty good.
But it's up to you, but just one side.
There.
See?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so I'm just gonna line mine out on the air fryer tray, right? That's what you're doing.
Yes,
Okay,
that's what I'm doing. I'm just placing it on the air fryer tray. If you have the Milthy crisp lid that turns your electric pressure cooker into a little air fryer, you could use that too.
I've been wanting to try one of those out. I've never tried one out before. And I
Yeah,
got
it
an email
works.
from one of our followers that said, "Can you please try this thing out? I want to know if it's any good."
Oh, well, I have a video on it on my Nutmeg Notebook YouTube channel.
There you go.
And I like it. It works really well. Of course, you don't have the capacity with it that you do with the
Yeah.
Breville that you and I have.
Mhm.
But if you have a small kitchen, you're cooking for just one or two people, or you want to be able to take it with you when you go on a road trip and you want to use it in your hotel room or in an Airbnb, it's fantastic. So you
Right.
just have to have a pressure cooker that has a stainless steel liner in it. You can't have one that has the Teflon. It will ruin your Teflon liner.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a
Someone was
little more because I'm
asking-
running out of seeds here.
Will a regular run-of-the-mill sweet potato do?
I've never tried it with that. Those are a lot more moist, but I think it probably could work with that too.
These ones I'm
Not
doing
they-
now are
that's
pretty
funny.
moist too.
With the sweet potatoes, the garnets, they're so full of water, they wouldn't have enough body to really,
Well, I wouldn't, you'd have to be careful to not overbake them to
Yeah.
begin with so that they wouldn't be too soft and mushy.
Okay.
We might have done that.
Mine are a bit mushy, but they're holding together. But I like it.
Sometimes the Japanese sweet potatoes are really moist and sometimes they're more on the drier side. And the
Okay.
same with the Hana yams.
What were
So
the ones we had mailed here, Reeves, from Hawaii?
Oh yeah, we did order some from Hawaii.
Were those
yeah.
the
did you
Japanese?
guys like those?
Yeah.
Yeah, we loved them, but now I can't remember what type they were. I'd have to look at my order.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
They were really
Hawaiian
good.
sweet potatoes. The only time we've ever had them was the last time Chef AJ came to stay with us. She baked up a batch of them and brought them and shared them with us, and they were really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait for trips to come back so that
I
other people
know.
can cook for me again. Okay, I think I've got a full platter here.
Okay, I'm almost done.
Mm,
These are
I
so
want to see
good.
the platters side by side.
okay.
Okay,
Super
let's
So
do
Jamie,
that. I'm
let's
gonna rinse
add-
my
let's-
hands off real quick.
okay. I was gonna tell you to give us a look. Here's a look at Tammy's full screen, maybe.
Here's mine.
People were saying that
Pretty
Tammy's are
good.
much more orderly than
Okay, so we're
Oh,
gonna-
get out of here. What is with the haters today? Is someone moderating this group or what?
Oh my goodness. I think Dylan's look great. Okay, so I put them in there and I set it to 400 degrees, and let's set it for 12 minutes and check them at 12 minutes and see how they're doing.
On air fry.
On
Done.
air fry, super convection
Yep.
and air fry, and 12 minutes.
What do you
Okay,
think,
turn it on.
Tami?
And
Should
this
we
cupboard-
put them
Tom
on
left the
the
cupboard door
top
open. It's
row?
making me crazy.
Do you
I gotta
put them in
shut
the
it.
designated air fry location in the Breville, or do you go higher?
No, I do it on the level that it says on the window.
Yeah. Okay.
I know that Reeves likes to cheat and put it up higher sometimes. And I've done that just to speed things along, but not on these because it just gets them too close to the
It'll singe the
the-
bagel.
Yeah,
The
it'll
bagel
just
seasoning.
Okay. Yeah.
okay.
Burn your seeds.
Oh my gosh, look at all those bowls.
Wow.
Okay, so while those are cooking, then we're gonna start in with the salad. Well, just because I'm gonna show some different things to you guys. Okay,
Okay.
so
Mhm.
there's different ways that you can make the chopped salad. You don't have to have a Hollandwood bowl. And I do have a video on my YouTube channel called How to Make a Chopped Salad Without a Holland Bowl, because I know they're not in everybody's budget, but I want everyone to be able to enjoy a chopped salad. So why do we chop them? Well, one, it takes a large volume of greens and reduces it down into a more manageable amount. And we need to be eating those dark leafy greens there's a lot of different reasons. One is dark leafy greens are full of thylakoids, and on nutritionfacts.org, Dr. Greger talks about, and he also talks about thylakoids in his How Not to Diet book. And thylakoids help suppress the appetite and curb cravings. And so if you're trying to lose weight, who doesn't need that kind of help, right? And then we also know from all the information that's coming out right now about microbiome and gut health, we really need those dark leafy greens and the fiber to feed our gut biome. And so, and when you chop a salad, it tastes so much better because, you know, when you have just a regular tossed salad, one, the pieces are huge. One bite tastes good. The next bite, you didn't get any tomato or onion in it or any of the fruit. Well, when you chop the salad, every bite is absolutely delicious. And it creates a lot of moisture in the salad. And then you need less dressing for it, which, you know, is also kind of a good thing. So you can chop a salad with a great big cutting board and a big knife, whatever kind of, you know, I love a chef's knife myself, but I know Dylan has his favorite knife. Tom has his favorite knife. And you can just put everything out on a big cutting board and you can chop it up. Or some people tell me that they do it in a food processor and you just want to use pulse, and you can't do a large volume at once, but you can put some of your vegetation into the food processor, push pulse, and then when that's chopped, dump it out and put some more in. And that's very helpful for a lot of people that have arthritis or have problems with their wrist or using their hands. Then there is this OXO chopper, and this is the one that I started out with. And this is under $30 from Bed Bath & Beyond or on Amazon. And it comes with this dual blade chopper, which it works pretty good. I can't do the volume in here that I can do in a wood bowl, but this actually works pretty good. And I keep one at my mom and dad's house. They live in Nebraska, so that when I travel and go and stay with them, I can still make chopped salads. Now, Dylan and I both have the 15-inch Hollandwood bowl. And the really cool thing about this, and I need to disclose that Tom and I are affiliates for the Hollandwood Bowl Company. So after we've been using their products for about a year, I was telling people to purchase it off of Amazon, and Amazon was always running out of it. And so one day I just called the company and said, hey, could you up your supply on Amazon? And he said, hey, I can do one better than that. Why don't you become an affiliate and we'll sell them direct? And so we said, okay, we can do that. but I just want to make sure that the people who follow me can get the bowl whenever they want it. And he said, yes, no problem. And so we love them. They're made out of one piece of wood, so there's no seams. They're not glued. And they're made in Holland, Michigan, so an American company, which is really cool. So the 15-inch is the one that I recommend because it'll hold a pound of greens and you'll be able to chop them without everything flying out. And so we have two of them because Tom has his own. And so he likes the beechwood, which is this one. And I like the cherry.
I should be holding
And
my
it looks
bowl.
like
What's
you've got
ours?
cherry. Oh, you want to hold your own
This
bowl?
is my bowl.
This cherry?
I think it's cherry.
That's his bowl.
I like this
And
one.
you can see when you look at ours, are we on this camera?
We're on for the
Okay.
moment.
You can see if you hold yours up so it'll show. We use ours every day. So he
Yeah,
uses his
yeah.
and I
If
use
it's
mine.
not getting green in here, you're not eating enough salad. And when you get it brand new, you're going to be, oh my God, the inside of my bowl is green. Well, that's supposed to happen because that lets you know that you are in fact chopping vegetables, which happen to have chlorophyll in them, which will stain your bowl green. Not an issue.
Yeah, some people get upset and you can make it fade if you set it out in the sun, which would be very easy to do in Arizona. But I kind of consider it a badge of honor that my bowl gets a green
Yeah,
patina.
what does Dylan's bowl look like?
Mine is not very heavily used. I use the cutting board too much. But also
Okay.
I was asking Reeves before we went on, should I be moisturizing my bowl with some oil or how
Yes.
does that?
Yeah, and we have a video all about how to do that. Tom did a video on it. So if you're an ethical vegan, then you can just use food grade mineral oil on it, and you can purchase that. You can purchase that on Amazon, or you can find it a lot of times in even your drugstore. Your local drugstore would have it. And Holland Wood Bowl Company does sell a mixture that is beeswax with the mineral oil, but only people who are not ethical vegans want to use that. And you want to do it when you can detect that the bowl is starting to look dry, because keeping it oiled will help keep the moisture in it and prevent it from cracking, because these do have a lifetime guarantee on them as long as you are taking good care of it. And so you want to never immerse it in hot water. You want to just rinse it. You know, we just run a little bit of water in it underneath the sink and wash it out. And then we dry it right away. And we never get the outside of it wet. We only do that to the inside. And so, you know, every like 3 or 4 weeks, if you're using it a lot, then you would want to go ahead and oil it. And you can tell the difference when you've used it quite a bit, that it's starting to look dry. And mine's actually ready to be oiled. If I'd had time today, I would have done it so it would have looked prettier for you. But I didn't have time today. And you'll also notice cut marks in the bottom of the bowl, because it's no different than your chopping board that you have in front of you probably has cut marks. And so that's going to happen with this as well. And then this is the 17-inch bowl. I know some people do buy the 17-inch bowl to chop in, but it's just too big of a monster for me to do that. So I'm going to pass that off to you, Tom. Okay, so now let's talk salads.
All right.
So you guys are doing that batch prep class on Saturday. And, you know, I love batch prepping because it saves so much time. If you have delicious, healthy food ready, you're going to eat delicious, healthy food, right? So being prepared is super important. You've been doing the down camera? Okay, let's show that. So I batch prep my salads. I do this about once a week. I make 12 salads for us, and I have a video on how I do that. And I give you all the tips and tricks on how to prepare everything so that it will last a week and not get slimy on you. And the main thing is everything needs to be really dry. You need to have everything be very dry. So I do buy pre-washed spinach and pre-washed baby kale, baby spinach, broccoli slaw. I buy a red cabbage and I chop that up myself. I'll either buy shredded carrots or I'll shred them myself. But if I shred them myself, they're a lot more moist. And so I won't add them into the batch prep salad. I'll just keep those in a separate container and add them to the salad each day. And then I also do half a head of romaine in each container. And these are just 9-cup Ziploc containers. And what I love about them is they stack. And so they fit really nicely in my refrigerator. So the first thing I do is I do go ahead and put my cherry tomatoes.
Forward, push it forward.
Push it forward. Is that better?
Are you showing them what's in there right now?
Well, I'm going to show them. I'm going to pull out my tomatoes.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to put the tomatoes in the bowl, Dylan. And I just like to cut them in half first, because I've discovered if I don't, when I go to chop them with a mezzaluna knife, they'll squirt all over me. And this just helps prevent that from happening. I may have lost a couple of them in here. I'm going to see.
Got your little paring knife, Dill?
Oh, you know that paring knife may be great.
Use
for
the
this.
mezzaluna down in there. Use his curvy knife.
Oh, well,
cut his
I
tomatoes.
don't, because I'm always afraid I'm going to cut
Oh,
myself.
I cut mine with the mezzaluna. It's easier.
Oh, not me, man.
Your
I'm afraid I'm
tomatoes?
going to. He uses the mezzaluna to cut his tomatoes, but not me. I'm always afraid I'm going to cut myself with that thing.
That
'Cause
Tom,
it's sharp.
renegade. Okay, I'm chopping mine here.
I've
Just in
got
half.
one more hiding.
There we go. So those aren't getting chopped with the greens, or they are?
They are. I just
Okay.
leave them in the bottom, and they'll
Got
get
it.
chopped up as we're chopping everything. And you can do like a pound of vegetables in here at once. And so then I just take and dump everything in here. And so if you have yours separate, just grab a handful of everything until you have what you think will be the right amount. You can always add more.
Okay.
So
And I
Tami, you
find-
already put your carrots and your slaw in there
Oh yeah.
when you pre-prep stuff?
Yes. So I am in my batch prepped salads.
I smell.
I do. Oh, I got to check mine. He's like,
I smelled something.
no, they're looking good.
Okay.
They're not burning. I do a pound of baby kale, a pound of baby spinach. I do 2 bags of broccoli slaw, 2 bags of shredded carrots if I buy them pre-shredded, a small head of red cabbage, a red onion, and then I buy 6 heads of the romaine, and I do, a half a head in each batch prepped salad.
Okay.
And because I discovered that things like peppers and celery and anything, or cucumbers, anything that's super moist like that, it will just start to go bad by the end of the week, and then it'll ruin all the other things that I have in there. And plus, I like to add things after I chop it so that it has different textures, so that it still has quite a bit of crunch.
Mhm.
And so then there's a couple different ways that you can chop it. And so Corey from Holland Bowl says that if you do what he calls a rolling technique like this, that is friendlier to the bowl. You'll get less cut marks on it if you go like that, but it's a little slow for me. So I like to go like this.
You just pound it down.
I do. I just go like this because I think it's just
Under the bowl?
faster.
And then you kind
A
of fluff
towel
it in
or
the middle
something?
as you go along.
I
That
do.
one?
I kind of bring stuff from the sides in.
Here, I'm going to do a top down and
Let's try that.
you can show that one time.
And see, I just bring it
Okay.
in. And I'm not hitting the bottom of the bowl too much when I do it like this because I have such a big layer of it in the center.
Yeah.
But I'm also not worried about getting cut marks in my bowl because I bought it to be a chopping bowl.
Yeah, I bought this car to drive it.
But you see how the volume of it is being reduced greatly?
I love this though. I love the little edible bites instead of getting stuff all over my face on every bite.
Exactly. Now, I'm gonna stop and just check the croutons.
All right, Reeves, I'm in.
Okay,
Yeah,
they're
we
still
got a
looking
lot.
good.
That's it? That's all?
Yeah, we're chopping salads from now on. Okay, you're still going too. All right.
I love this. It's like a chop-a-thon.
Yeah.
Chop-a-thon, did you say?
Uh-huh. So you can chop it as fine as you like it. Like Tom likes to chop his for his Mexican salad really, really fine.
That's because I eat it with chips. I use the cheese.
Yeah.
I use either Dylan's cheese sauce or yours, and I dip my chip in the cheese sauce, and then I scoop into the salad with my rice and beans and corn, and
Your
sometimes-
chop salad.
And then I'll use a fork to kind of balance everything on there before I try to shove it in my mouth. So that's my favorite way to eat a salad, is on a
People
Breville
want to see
prepared
Tom and I
ice-cream corn chip.
do a chop-a-thon.
Okay, so I forgot I had fresh
Yeah.
basil here to add, so I'm just gonna go
Oh.
ahead and add it in now. So
Reeves
when I
likes
do a
basil
Mexican,
too.
yeah,
Look at that.
throw it in there. When I do a Mexican salad, I like to throw in some cilantro.
Oh, nice.
If I'm just doing a regular salad, if I have fresh parsley or mint, I'll throw that in. And that just
Okay.
adds another layer of flavor to it. And Tom has timed me before, and it usually takes me about 3 minutes to chop my salad. Super easy.
It really breaks it down a lot. It's like cooking
yeah, look at-
spinach.
You want to do a top-down shot here?
Yeah.
Show us.
I got to figure out how I have
They
to go
look
backwards.
identical. Am I wrong?
I
Yeah,
need more
they look
light on my,
great.
need more light on my
Okay.
camera. Go ahead, Reeves.
That looks great. Okay, so I think my croutons are just
You want me
about
to pull them
done.
out?
Mine
They're
just beat.
almost done. Okay, so Tom's gonna look at them. There we go.
It's time, the timer's
Yeah, timer's off. We're gonna call it good.
Mine definitely needs more
Good.
time.
Look at these wonderful croutons I made. Aren't these nice?
Are yours toasty
Let's do
brown?
a top down look. Don't touch
Mine,
I'm not.
mine need more time. I
Well,
don't know
yours
how
are probably
much.
moist. Your potatoes
This
might be
potato
more
is
moist.
much more. Yeah, this potato is a lot more moist.
Yeah, and so it'll just
Okay.
take a little longer.
Where do you want this
Okay.
to sit? Right here?
Yeah, it can just sit there and it can cool
Here,
down while
Push
I'm,
number 1 over there.
okay.
All right.
Okay, so I'm just gonna let those cool. So what I have found, because they do have quite a bit of moisture in them, if I try to take them off right away off of the air frying rack, they'll stick. And so if I let them cool a little bit, they usually come off easier. So, so then at this point, what I like to do, depending on what are you laughing at? Tom got the flowers. You're so funny.
There you go. There you go, Tiffany.
Tiffany, there's your flowers. Does
It's
Tom
always
love
having
you
a
or
place.
what?
So and always pleasing.
Oh,
Oh, that's so funny. So I would add salad dressing now if I was going to eat it right now, but this is going to be my dinner and we're not eating for probably 2 or 3 more hours here. So I'm not going to add my salad dressing, but for this one, it will either be the Well Your World Italian or the Sweet Heat. So
Well, I'm
if
not
you-
afraid to add mine. So
So yeah,
So-
so you can go ahead.
so you add the dressing before all these other ingredients?
Yeah, you can, or you can do it, if you're gonna eat it right away, you can. If you're not, then you don't have to. You can put everything on top first, however you want to do it. It's up to you.
So, but we're gonna build this salad in this bowl though, the rest of
I
this stuff,
am.
right? Okay.
Yeah. And,
Reed,
you know,
should I
so
toss
here's
it a
the
little or
deal.
what?
I
Well, here.
show them
why.
pretty, show them a pretty
Let me-
one.
Okay, I'm gonna drag.
gonna
I'm
show
gonna
you a-
drag over. Which one do you want to show them over here?
This one.
Okay.
Tom's going to show you a picture of a pretty
Yeah,
one.
because those of you that follow Tami on Instagram know that she's always doing salad art.
Oh boy.
I like to do
Good.
salad
So
art.
there's that one, and then in the fall, we have kind of you can see the bagel.
We got a super
Around that
chat.
one
Shake
better,
that
right?
tambourine, Reeves.
Okay.
And then in the
Thanks, Howie, for the
springtime,
super chat. Howie's joining us, says he's late to the party. Go on, Tom.
oh, I was just showing what this putting it in the bowl is all about. Also,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so here's the deal.
great.
I make them really pretty in the bowl because I take pictures of them and post them on Instagram. And if I have the top of it decorated like that, then it's really easy for people to look at it at a glance and see what I've put in the salad. And
Well, we'll try
I
that.
love the psychology.
and,
We'll make
and
it pretty. We'll do our dressing after at the end.
Okay, that's
What do you
perfect.
think?
And then at the end, before I eat it, I toss it all together. Like somebody wrote to
Exactly.
me recently and said, "How do you eat that salad? Do you toss it before you eat it?" And I didn't realize that people I had never told people that that's what I do. And so full disclosure is I toss this baby all together before I eat it. And it's delicious because I want to have every bite be incredible.
We have a
Right?
Thank
picture
you,
of
Buck,
that
for the
for that
super
now.
chat.
Okay, so
Thank you
Tom
very
will-
much.
Yeah, Tom's
Yeah.
going to show you a picture of it all tossed together. See?
Oh,
Okay.
that's looking good.
I know
Okay.
that it is so
I got goals
delicious.
now. I got
I
goals
feel
now.
like I still have a lot of troubleshooting questions before we add in the other ingredients.
Go ahead, Reeves.
Reeves has the floor.
So I guess I kind of never really understood what was supposed to be chopped in the bowl and what's supposed to be left out and what could be like stored together.
I
I
can
guess.
tell I like the bowl chopping as much as I can chop with it all together is going to be my favorite thing. How much do you do, Tami?
So the basic salad that I put in here, that's what I normally chop. So I
Okay.
chop the romaine, the kale, the spinach, the red cabbage, the broccoli slaw, the carrots, and the red onion. That's what I chop. Then the rest of it, I like to leave it in bigger pieces so that, like, I don't want my strawberries to be all chopped up within the salad. I want to get a bigger bite. So it's
Okay.
really up to you guys. It's an individual
Because we have
thing. But
like
if I want
mini bell
celery,
peppers, for example, you wouldn't throw those in or you would?
How about
You
bell
could chop
pepper? That's
those.
pretty good in there.
yeah, you
That-
could
that
you
was-
could chop those if you want, but I don't put those in my batch prepped salad mix because once they're cut, once bell peppers or cucumbers or celery has been cut, it starts to deteriorate.
Yeah.
It starts to release its juices and it starts to go bad. And so, because when I first started making the salads, I did do that sometimes. And so, and then I quickly discovered, hey, it doesn't last very long for me then. And I just, because I'm eating one of these every day, and so is Tom, I don't want to have to start from scratch every day making these salads. And so, I've just simplified it for me. And this is what works really well for me. And all of those items that I put in my batch prepped salads, those hold up really well for 7 days. I mean, we've even eaten them after 10 days and they've been fine. So I like to add starch because remember, this is a main meal for me. And so I like to have a couple starches. So the Japanese sweet potato croutons or the Hana yam croutons, that's one starch. But I love garbanzo beans and I love them in a salad. They're probably my favorite bean just because they are so versatile. So, and these, I did not make these from scratch, but you can make them in your pressure cooker from scratch. So I'm going to add some of those. And these were just ones that were from a can that I rinsed. And then,
If we're gonna pull from here, can we switch that with the?
What do you think?
That's
Sure.
so hot.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's still too hot.
We'll let
for
them
me to do.
cool.
Yeah, we can let them cool. Okay.
And
Sweet.
then I like to have blueberries. Dr.
Oh, we
Furman
did get
says
some
we should.
blueberries.
We should have
We-
berries every day.
Here, yeah, help me dress this up, Reeves. We got blueberries thinking we were gonna be different.
Yeah.
But then you guys got blueberries too. Here, Reeves.
Well, that's because berries are in season right now. And so Costco has them, all the stores have them right now. But you can use apples. I love to have a cut up crispy apple in the salad because
We
I
have
like the
apples,
different
too.
textures and the different flavors. And so I like
we're
to do
not
the-
doing. Was I supposed to follow this?
I
Oh,
mean,
man.
it's okay to be different.
Look at ours.
They already
This
told
is
me.
like an Instagram versus reality side by side.
That's right.
There you
They already-
go. Because I know Dylan likes to say that hey, you should see what they really do after they take the picture.
Well, yeah. I mean, if our audience already hated my potato layout on my air frying tray, then we're not gonna win them back with the blueberries. Okay.
You didn't think so? Okay.
I'm comfortable with owning that.
You're okay with that?
We made it
What's
clear,
next,
this
Reeves?
is not a
Do we need to
competition.
chop
No.
This
some
is a
radishes?
salad
This is
class
not a
discussion.
competition.
So it doesn't matter what your salad looks
Yeah,
like.
we're not in competition here. And then I have these little Mandarin oranges. I really like citrus added with the salad because it adds moisture, it adds
Try to
flavor.
redeem it.
You're gonna go around.
And especially if you're just starting out with the SOS-FREE, which is salt, oil, and sugar-free, you just want to have a lot of really delicious flavors going for you. So see, that is so pretty.
You know what? I always have a mental block against salads because even though I've been eating plant-based for so many years now, I still think about them in my head as just like calorie dilute leafy greens. And then I get turned off and I haven't made that mental switch yet.
Oh,
And
but they're so satisfying. But that's because you haven't been doing them like this.
There you go.
This is the thing that I think is going to get me to do it because I always think that it's not going to be enough either. And I forget that we can add in like the garbanzo beans and the sweet potatoes.
Yes.
So it's
Well,
going to
in
be
order-
like, it'll be a learning curve adjustment for us, I think.
Yeah. Well, in
Just
order
getting
for it
into
to
the
be
habit.
Yeah, in order for it to be a meal, you have to have enough starch in it because the greens and everything, I have 1 pound of that. Well, that's probably about, 150 calories. That's not going to keep you full for hours. And so you have to add starch.
You gotta
And
chop that.
I normally do add 2 starches to it. And then I do have some fresh mango. Costco had fresh mango.
Nice.
And so I'm just going to cut up some fresh mango and add a little bit of fresh mango in here.
I've been fired. I'm gonna just have to go over to the Reeves cam and see how everybody's doing.
Yeah, check out the chat, Bill. I get confused too about what kind of herbs go well together or with what kind of theme of salad, I guess.
Yeah, but it's whatever you like, Reeves. It's whatever, like mint goes with a lot. I find that basil does too. And so does cilantro actually too. So it's just whatever you like. And you don't have to have fresh herbs, you guys. You can use dried. You can use some of the SOS-free seasoning mixes. Italian, Greek. Where am I going to put that one? Maybe there. Just a little bit of that. And so
This
it's
is
just
not
having
Tammy's
that.
first time. I'm impressed.
That's beautiful. Look what she's done, you guys.
I was complimenting yours, Tammy, not Reeves, but Reeves looking good. Just
I'm
keep up
trying
the
to
great work.
we were going messy at first and now I'm trying to go back to orderly, but I think I've gone too far.
You get 100% for effort, Reeves.
Well, see, I love it because it just, they say that we eat with our eyes first.
There's those 4 blueberries in the middle. If you could move those out to the perimeter, it would be more.
Thanks.
Oh, now I feel better. Thank you so much.
Good. That's a good advice, Tom.
Good advice, Tom. He's seen this salad built so many times.
He has. But
Get
see, it's
those.
just so much fun. And then you really want to eat it because it's just so beautiful.
There we go. Look at
It's-
that. See?
It's
Oh, that's
coming back.
gorgeous.
Okay, let me get it back on.
Okay,
Tammy's
so then,
just so nice. It doesn't matter how bad it looked. She was gonna tell me it looked great anyway.
oh, it's beautiful. And then I have some,
Got that
these
there.
are some of the oil-free sun-dried tomatoes from Trader
Oh, yeah.
Joe's.
Nice.
And those add a really nice flavor. And so, that goes really good with the Italian dressing too. It ties in nice for that. Now, sometimes I'll air fry some other vegetables. I'll air fry mushrooms because mushrooms will add a different kind of a meaty texture to it, gives you something to chew. And that's really delicious. And asparagus is just coming into season. So I just took some fresh asparagus and I put it in the Breville at 400 degrees for just like, this is pretty thin. And so I just did it for 6 minutes and that's just perfect. And so I put a little bit of that in the center.
We're kind of getting there.
It's looking pretty
Beautiful. Look at that. I love
Hey.
it.
This is our first try. So I think that's pretty dang good.
I feel great
I
about
do
it.
too.
And
I
I
mean,
know
there's
this is salad. We'll
Okay, we
eat
got. Are you
the
guys
entire thing.
Okay, well, so
doing
then-
more or?
Yeah, I just want to show them. And so then I really like using these black cumin seeds. What are
Oh,
they called?
what?
I know, Nigella sativa, but I learned about these from Dr. Greger. So, and he says you only need like a 1/4 teaspoon of these a day. And they are a hard little seed, they kind of taste like black pepper more than they taste like cumin. And so
Mhm.
I like to just add that to my salads because it's easy to get it in with my salads.
Reeves is gonna crack a little pepper in there.
I don't have the fancy seed, but
So-
I got this.
We
There
can
you
come-
go. And so this is just a little grinder and it's on our Amazon page. We have a Amazon affiliate page and it helps with reducing cholesterol. It helps with weight loss. It's just a really good additive to our food. And so I'll put it on vegetables and all
That's a
different.
great one to know about.
Yeah, it
especially
is a
for the
really good one.
cholesterol.
And then,
I've heard of it, but I don't know that I've even tried it.
You can always add, I lost my cutting board. Can you hand me that little cutting board? And then I'm going to add just a little bit more of the basil on top.
Mm.
Tammy, you know what we forgot in ours is we have green onions. Would that go in the chopping phase or?
I wouldn't. I would put it, if it was me, I would like to see that and I would use it as a garnish on top. I would slice some of that and put it on top.
Nice.
I always do that on my, I have a taco salad one that I make, and I like to use the green onions on the top of the taco salad one too. Did you have any onion in the mix that you chopped, Dylan?
No, this was just the green onions
Yeah,
here.
then I would definitely add the onion.
I like the green parts more than the white parts, hey, Reeves?
Yeah, Jacques Poupin.
Oh, Jacques Pepin.
So what this does is, after we,
looking
mix
good,
it all
Reeves.
together,
Got the
look
color
how pretty.
there.
Got to come this way.
Okay, let's do full frame views of both of them.
Okay.
Are you guys done building?
Yeah, I'm done building.
I like that they're different.
Oh,
They're
we wanted to see,
special.
we wanted to see the top down view on your guys is on full screen here.
Okay.
There it is. Oh, that's beautiful.
Looks real nice. Delicious. I will be eating that in a moment.
Dill, are
Unlike
you
Tammy and
actually-
Tom, we're not waiting.
Okay,
We're
and
gonna
then,
be eating
and then let's
now.
have a look at ours full screen.
Okay,
So,
where?
well, it's on there now because we're talking,
Oh.
so, because we're on speaker view on the Zoom thing. So, okay, so let's go back to gallery. Okay,
Here we go. We did great, you guys. I
Did
think
great.
they're wonderful. And the combinations, what you can do, it's just endless. Because you can change up the beans. You can, change the fruit. So mine look different as the seasons change because whatever fruits and vegetables come into play, then that's what I use. So, like over the winter, I use a lot of citrus. I love persimmons, pomegranate seeds, whatever is seasonal, then I use those. Because people have asked me before, don't you get tired of eating a salad every day? And I say, no, because I can make them so different.
What's on this one?
And they change. That one I did.
Nice.
I did the
Learn
crouton.
Brussels sprouts.
And then I did air fried Brussels sprouts. I love air fried Brussels sprouts in with the salad. And then that's corn. We buy corn on the cob, and I'll cook it either in the pressure cooker or in the Breville, and then cut it off and put that in my salads. So, and one of my favorite salads to make, if we, have a gathering, which let's hope we get to do that this summer, is I like to take fresh strawberries, fresh blueberries, and corn that I've cooked myself and cut off the cob, and little tomatoes, and then that same salad base. I always pretty much use that same basic salad base, and I'll chop the salad base, and then I'll add all that fresh corn and fresh fruit to that salad, and then whatever dressing that you want. And it's so delicious. And even people who don't eat whole food plant-based, they love that salad. Like I did a catering job, and the gal asked me to make that salad for the gathering that she was having, and everybody there was, except for one person, there was only one person who was whole food plant-based. Everyone else followed the standard American diet, and they loved the salad. And then if you just include some fresh herbs, which are, so easy to either grow yourself, or you can just buy them at the store, and that adds yet another layer of flavor. And then whatever choice of salad dressing that you want. And Dylan has how many different salad dressings?
5.
5, but you can use
5.
sauces too.
Yeah, and so there you go. You have 5 different salad dressings to choose from. And so, you can just try different combinations. So I never get tired of the salad. In fact, if we don't get to have our salad, if we're gone for the day, or, something's happened and we don't get to have it, we actually really miss the salad and can't wait till the next day so that we can have the salad again, because it's just become such a habit for us, I guess.
A couple of people are asking in the chat, can you put salad dressing or balsamic into this kind of bowl? Is it safe?
Yes, absolutely, you can. And so when I'm going to serve like buffet style, when we have company over, I do serve it out of the bowl, and it's okay. You can put your salad dressing in there. Sometimes, like for my Mexican one, I like to do put a salsa in it, and you can mix it up. So sure. And
I'm
that's
ready to
another reason
destroy
you
ours.
want to make sure that you keep it oiled, because oiling it gives the bowl protection from what you have in it.
Do you want to toss it up?
I want to toss ours and not even try to be pretty anymore.
No, go toss it.
Okay.
I think it's still beautiful after it's tossed.
What should we do for dressing? What
Hmm.
mixes with those flavors? A sweet mustard, a sweet heat would be pretty good.
Why don't you do a little of each of those, like Chef AJ likes
A
it?
mix of sweet heat and sweet mustard?
Yeah.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, I like to mix 2 flavors.
Okay. Well, let's toss. We'll just take it easy here and mix and add. Oh boy.
So I have to pack my lunch a couple times a week to take with me. So when I have it at this point, then I'll just stir it together, and then I'll pack it back in my container from batch cooking, and then I'll take my salad dressing in my lunch cooler with me, and then I'll just dress it when I'm right before I'm ready to eat
Sorry,
it.
Reeves.
Did you guys try one of the croutons yet?
Yes, I just did, and they're so good. The everything bagel on the potato. I have not done that. Okay,
Yeah, so
Oh, wow.
So sometimes when I'm being lazy, I will just air fry the potato, and then I will take the everything bagel seasoning mix, and I will just sprinkle it all over my salad.
Yeah, I've done that. Okay. Yeah,
It's
it
not
doesn't
as
take
much
too
fun, but you still get all the flavors.
Okay, I'll do a little more of the mustard.
Okay. So you can pre-chop it for day of eating.
Yeah, I've even done it like, sometimes if I have to leave the house like at 7 in the morning, then sometimes I will chop it the night before. But I'll just put all of my add-ons then, I'll just put in a separate container so that they won't make the greens start to wilt, But you can
That
chop
looks
it, you
so
can chop it the
pretty.
night before.
Yeah,
Oh,
still
that's
looks
beautiful.
nice, even all mixed up. How about that?
Yes.
Okay, someone was asking, how are you gonna get it out of that bowl? I just used, you don't hardly need the 2 salad utensils. You could just use the spoon one at this
Yeah.
point. Pretty good.
Now you have to taste it.
Okay.
So you guys, just to pass on to your viewers, if somebody, wants to dive deeper on this whole conversation with the salads and or the bowls, if you just use Google and just put Nutmeg notebook Holland bowl mill, and that will bring up everything about salads, everything about the bowl, everything about the
Delicious.
prepping like we saw today.
Yeah. But-
Details on ingredients, details on storage. There's quite a series of, Google will bring you lots of stuff, and the promotional stuff, some of that it's come and gone, so you have to, not be looking at expired promotions because Google for some reason hangs on to those.
But if you use our affiliate link, we have an affiliate link, which is
Oh, I took myself off screen.
The basil is so good too.
HollandBowlMill.com/nutmeg, NUTMEG.
yeah, and you have a minimum $125 order. You get the Mezzaluna knife free when you use our affiliate link. If your order is a minimum of $125, which right now the 15-inch Beechwood bowl is $125. But don't buy it today. Wait until Sunday. We're doing a live show on Sunday, a live YouTube show at 4 p.m. Pacific time. And we will have an announcement to make about Holland Bowl. So that's all I can say.
You could buy it today. We're not supposed to say don't buy it today. If you want to buy one today, that's fine. But don't be mad at us on Sunday if you do, because there's going to be some new information and some different opportunity for everyone on Sunday.
That's right. Because I don't want people to buy it today and then we make an announcement on Sunday. So what do you think?
Wonderful. This is how I want to eat salad from now on. Take note, please.
It's not just a salad though, because it has the greens, it has the fruit, it has the starch. It's a complete meal. You know what I mean?
It is.
What's really
I
cool
love
is
it. And
every bite is an
every single
explosion of
bite is
different
so
flavors.
good.
Every bite is really good. I love it.
It is. So could you eat a salad like this every day, do you think?
Yes.
And Dylan, I know you like spicy food, so you really have to try my Mexican chopped salad, because in that one,
Pictures are amazing.
you can make it as hot as you want. But you could use your, am I over here on this camera?
Yeah.
You can use your whatever salsa you want. You can use your hot sauce. The sweet heat in it is really delicious. I use a cheese sauce, so you could use your Your World cheese sauce in it, and then I'll either use beans or taco lentils. Tom likes brown rice in his. I like to make the just savory oat groats and use those in it, and then fresh cilantro, fresh lime juice, ground cumin, and then I take the corn tortillas, the ones that don't have any oil or salt in them, and I just slice those very thinly, and then I put them in the air fryer, 375 for somewhere between 6 and 8 minutes. It depends on how thick and how wet they are. And then you've got amazing little crispy tortilla strips to put on it. And then, I'll mix everything together and add fresh cilantro and green onions. And I like to do a lot of diced tomatoes, just like you would garnish any Mexican meal. But I heat all of those toppings up. So the cheese sauce, the rice or the oat groats, the beans or the lentils, I heat all of that up because you know how you used to order a taco salad in a restaurant and it would come with all the hot toppings on it.
Mhm.
It is so good. It is just to die for. I have that probably 3 times a week because I love Mexican food and that really satisfies my desire for that. Plus the crunch of the tortilla strips is just, it's fantastic. It's just so good.
Mexican
Wow.
food is definitely our favorite too. And you used to be such a pico freak, and pico is just a version of chopped salad.
I still am. I just haven't been eating it as
Yes,
often.
and so you could
Haven't been
add
eating
your
much of
you could
anything
add
as
your
often.
pico in there. If you want a jalapeno, you can chop up a jalapeno and put a jalapeno in there, and you can make it as spicy as you want. But we really like the the cold salad with the hot toppings. And then you'll have to watch. So I have a video on that, how to make the Mexican chopped salad. And then we also have a video on how Tom makes his, because what he does is he makes a little well in the middle, and he heats up all of his beans and his rice and his salsa together, and then he fills the well
It's
with
bunch
that.
It's bunch salad.
It's like a bunked salad.
You make your salad like an upside down bundt cake, and then you dump your rice, beans, and corn in the bundt part in the middle. So,
There you go.
And then you take a little scoop of the greens.
yeah,
and
it's
the,
very scientific because
Oh,
you've got
okay.
the greens border perimeter, and then the beans, rice, and corn in the middle. And so you work the juncture between the two, so you get some salad, some beans, and some rice with each little scoop. It's such a pleasurable experience, I swear.
and you make cheese sauce
I
too.
believe you.
And usually he makes our chipotle cheese sauce,
Except when I run out,
but when
and
he runs out,
then I head for the Well Your World supply.
And then
That is
I'm
my
out.
that is my safety net. That saved me at least 3 times this year.
Recently.
Yeah.
yeah. So, and you have that salad almost every night. You make that salad.
That's my
Wow.
greens for the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here you
Man, I
go,
gotta
look at it,
improve.
Salad. Salad.
You have a salad in my hair?
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, cute.
Yeah. So, as summer's coming, lots of berries, fresh tomatoes, asparagus. I mean, just, whatever vegetables you can get a hold of that are in season. And it just makes amazing, amazing salads.
So is
Awesome.
anybody monitoring the chat feed, Reeves? Or we,
Not,
could go.
not
Why
a
don't you
whole
take a
lot at
look?
the moment. Did you want to look?
Sure.
I'm going to take a look.
Reeb's back on the reach cam.
Oh, there was,
Oh, I hit a
just
button.
saw some discussion. That is just hers. She will eat that tonight.
I eat the whole thing.
And then I'll pull another one of these out of the fridge from our batch prepping, and I will chop that whole thing into my salad, and I will
Yeah.
eat all of that. So there's no sharing of salads here.
Now,
So
and some people say to me, oh, I could never eat that much. And other people say, I can't believe that's all you eat. So it's such an individual thing,
Yeah.
How much somebody can eat. But I do eat, this is one meal for me. I usually have this at lunchtime. And so that lunch is my first meal of the day. And so this is actually my lunch and dinner together, is this volume. But this is what I eat, this much every day.
Susan
Beautiful.
Johnson is asking, how are you cooking the asparagus that you've got laying on there? Are you doing,
Yeah,
doing that in
so-
the Breville?
Yeah, I just do this in the air fryer. So, and these were pretty thin little stalks of asparagus. And so I did 400 degrees. It was a cold oven. I don't usually preheat it. I put them in there, turn it to 400 degrees for about 6 minutes is all it needs. So, and it doesn't get crispy. If you think that you're going to put it in the air fryer and it's going to come out crispy, it doesn't. It just cooks it a little bit. So I just wash it, trim it, and then put it in the air fryer. And I usually do I'll go ahead and do the whole bag of it. I buy like the 2-pound bag at Costco. They have the organic, and I'll go ahead and cook the whole bag of it. And so I don't want it to be too overcooked to begin with. And then I'll put it in a container and put it in the refrigerator so I can pull out a handful of it for every salad.
Does this knife need sharpening very often, and how often do you do it?
Yep, Tom will cover that.
Yeah. Now, I've seen on one of your private shows your fancy sharpening thing, so I don't pretend to hold any candles up to that process because I know that's sharpening knives is an art. People get really into it. But this thing gets used every single day, a couple times a day. And Tami, we've actually both cut ourselves, but through our own fault, our own not being careful. So I got this. This is listed on our Amazon page. It's just an economical little sharpener. And I liked it because you can take this curve. You know, I tried hand me the regular steel, the wooden handle one. You know, I grew up using this and doing the
We have
fancy,
one of those
you know,
now.
sharpen, but it doesn't, with this curvature here, it's kind of just, there's no good way to do that. So this only takes a few strokes, this handheld thing, and you can rotate through that, kind of that rolling chop your salad motion. And it only takes a half a dozen swipes. There's a ceramic fine tooth one here. And that very quickly puts a nice edge back on this. So this is like $15 on our Amazon page. And you can keep your hand away from the action. It actually comes with a glove so you don't cut yourself. But that's how I do that for Tami. And I'll roll it the other way. It's reversible. This comes out, goes that way. And then that.
So this works whether you're left-handed or right-handed?
Yes,
Is that
it does.
what you're saying?
It's reversible left or right-handed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's, you know, only takes a half a dozen strokes because you can't put this on a whetstone and because the wood gets in the way.
Yeah. I
That's
see
the
that.
answer to that.
It would be weird. Yeah, that's a good solution. Cool. Good to know.
Yeah.
Well, this was awesome. We have to get together for more collabs more often.
I would like to do that. It's so much fun,
It is fun. I think we
especially
did the
since
cook-along
we've been
style
so
pretty well.
isolated.
I know, right?
Someone said you should do your starch blaster with Tom.
You think Tom would like my starch blaster?
Oh, you could teach Tom how to do starch blaster.
Oh boy, I don't know if we'll be able to fill up a whole hour with that one. It's too easy.
Yeah.
Too easy?
I don't even know what starch blaster is. Is that a drink?
That is not a drink.
Tom wants to know what it is, Dylan.
It's well, you know, we're gonna have to keep you in suspense. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, if it
our
involves sit-ups. If it
our
involves
starch
sit-ups.
blaster-
No, it's something to eat.
Sounds like a
It's
weight loss. I'm
food.
gonna do.
It's a food YouTube channel, Tom.
Jesse said Tom loves dump soup. He would love starch blaster.
Okay, so it's my
What
version
is
of
a
Tom's
dump
dump
soup?
suit. I dump a
Probably.
bunch of starches into the Instant Pot with some dehydrated veggies and spices and all that, and then we just pick 5 starches, and that's my starch blaster. Cook it in the Instant Pot and inhale it.
Okay,
Well, that sounds good.
that would be fun.
Yeah, that sounds really good. You
Okay.
guys, that would be fun. We could have him come on our channel and we could do the
We'll
starch.
zoom him into our channel.
Yeah.
And we'll
Do a
do
starch blaster.
is that a reverse collaboration? Or,
It's still a collab.
okay,
It's still a collaboration. That would be fun.
okay.
Well,
okay.
I'm going to be looking on Instagram, Reeves, for some pictures of your salad.
I know, I have to do it now. They're
You
so
do.
pretty
You have to.
now.
You have no excuse now.
Well, it won't be this one.
Oh, we should have gotten a picture of it before you stirred it all together.
I only think of that after it's too late, and that's
I
what
know. I
happened
do
today
that
as well.
I do that so many times, and then I'm like, oh, I didn't get a picture of it.
That's
Tom's
funny.
usually pretty good. He usually says, "Wait, before you eat that, did you photograph it?" You know, I'm like,
He's
oh,
thinking
I
yeah.
asked for that, and
only
then-
of the social media. Pretty good.
You know, and then our family, when our family comes over and I've set up a buffet, they're like,
They're all
"Is it-"
sitting there looking, we all sit there and look at each other and go, and we're thinking, is it okay to eat yet? Does she need a picture of the plate? Do we have to have a table setting picture?
Did you get a picture?
I wonder if the appetizer is okay to eat now.
Can we eat yet?
know,
Did you get a picture?
way before Instagram was even popular, I was always a shameless take photos of the food person because I was so proud of it.
Nice. I love that. And we should be proud of it, right? We should be.
Yeah, and I can go back to some of my like first ever plant-based meals, and it's interesting to see them and how like it evolves. And now we'll be taking pictures of our chopped salads and look back at it and be like, this was the chopped salad era that I hope
Yeah,
lasts
oh,
forever.
absolutely. Well, I like to go back and see, like we were looking at pictures today so that we could show you. Oh, show them the Mexican chopped salad one, Tom.
Oh,
Right
okay.
there. You've got it
Oh, I
down.
got it in the
You've got it
bucket
in
already.
the bucket. See, that's the
Oh, that is
Mexican one.
good.
Okay, so.
And that's got cheese
now
sauce in
there it
there.
is, full screen. So talk to us about those
Yeah, and
little
I
chips.
I told them earlier how to make them. And
Okay.
so that's the little tortilla strips.
Oh, and you got the
No oil.
the green onions.
Green onions, cilantro, the tomatoes. There's cheese sauce under there, salsa. It's so good. So good.
That's real good.
It's
Awesome.
fun. All right, you
Well,
guys.
great.
Well, I hope you can eat more salads now.
Yeah.
And so if anybody wants to learn more, Nutmeg Notebook, and we do a live on Sundays at 4 p.m. Pacific time, just about every Sunday. And we'd love to have you join us if you're not busy doing something with Reeves and Dylan.
Yes, the links are down below for Tami and Tom's channel, Nutmeg Notebook, both to their website and to the YouTube channel. So check them out. Join them Sunday and join us Saturday for another live cooking show. Here's the deets. This Saturday, wellyourworld.com/cooking show. If you haven't signed up already, we're going to be doing a batch cooking. And of course, our members get access to all 64, is it now, Reeves, of our back episodes and PDFs and all of that good stuff. It'll be a vibe much like today, but missing two cool people. Thank you so much, Tom and Tami. I almost always say Tam and Tami. It's a
You and
real
Chef AJ.
dyslexic thing, I guess. I don't know. But thank you guys so much for being here. It was really fun.
Thank you. We
You're
had a
very
blast.
welcome.
It was a
Yeah.
great idea, Reeves.
It was our pleasure. Thank you
Yeah.
for having us on.
All right. Bye-bye, you guys.
Bye.
Okay.